Hello, my name's Scott Johnston. I'm a Muse band teacher up in Portland, Oregon, and I am going to be playing for you on alto saxophone the Pirates Medley. And this is a beginning level 3 and an intermediate level 1 piece. And after I'm done playing, I'm gonna just take a moment to talk about a few things to help you in your practicing. Now, this piece is broken up into 2 sections at 2 different speeds, so I'm gonna do it in 2 different parts. The first part is a quarter note is at 90 beats per minute, and then the second part is a quarter note at 110 beats per minute. So I take my metronome and I set my dial to 90 beats per minute. When I click start, you hear your tempo. So I'm going to get that stuck in my head. I'm going to play the first section. 1, 2, 3, 1. All right, now the next section is 110 beats per minute. So I'm going to set my metronome to 110. And you can hear it's a little quicker. I'm going to get that in my head. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, and. So there you have the Pirates Medley. Now there's a couple of things to think about. You have dynamics. You have 3 different dynamics: forte, mezzo forte, and piano. So what I would do is I'd establish what my loudest sound is. So I'm going to look at the forte section down at number 25, and that's going to be kind of a full sound for you. Now, there is a mezzo forte before that. We need to hear a difference. Now, mezzo forte and forte are really close together. So you need to do something to make the volume a little farther apart. So I had a pretty strong forte, so I'm going to take that mezzo forte, I'm going to soften it up a little bit so I hear a difference. So here's my forte. So my mezzo forte is going to be around here. Quite a bit softer, but since there's no other dynamics, it's okay. You kind of need to mess around with the dynamics to make it more noticeable and express that to the listener. So, so here's my forte at 25. And here's my mezzo forte at the beginning now. Right, you want to make that noticeable to the listener. Dynamics create expression and makes it more interesting for the listener. Just a couple of other things to point out. Articulations, you do have some slurs and staccatos. So make sure your staccatos are nice and separated. Instead you want to hear the difference between the staccato and the slurring. So another quick thing before I go. Breathe every 4 measures. You can see that, and I would add a little comma every 4 measures. So if you're looking at your music, I would put my first comma right after the half note right there, because that's about 4 measures, and that's part of your phrase. So if you breathe every 4 measures, you're creating your musical sentences, and if you keep that going, you'll have a great sound every time you breathe and play, and you'll have nice continuity as you play along. So there's Pirates Medley.